second leg to Raymond van Barneveld in just 11 darts, and now his average is up to 111.33. And I'm not suggesting he'll maintain that, but this represents a mean start from Van Barneveld. We saw a similar start from Terry Jenkins. If anything, he was averaged 130 in the third leg at one stage. Rob, that was terrific.
Yeah, great display there from Terry Jenkins, and needed to do it, needed to pull it out against one of the best players in the world, Taylor. But Barneveld, if he gets in front, you'll know he ain't going to give it up. And he looks a different player this week than he was last week. He was drifting his darts into the 5. He seemed to straighten that up. Sometimes it only takes a little bit on the practice board to do that, and certainly looks like he's on fire this week.
Well, this is the city where almost 2 years ago to the day he announced himself as a PDC performer. It was about a mile away from here in the Sports Cafe in central Manchester that Barneveld made the official announcement, and the following night he was playing in Blackburn, of course, in the Premier League, wasn't he?
Well, this is one of Barneveld's favourite shots out, 2 treble 20s. And there's that treble 5 that I mentioned earlier on. He had a lot of them last week, but he's well in front. Peter Manley now needs, realistically, a 180 to put himself back in this leg.
Well, he's going to make inroads there. Only the ton 40 fancied the lot, though. Maybe he needed the lot, because here we go. 20 double 16 will be academic if Barneveld takes out double 16. Can he take this though? Manley, 118, Rod.
Well, this is what he's good at. He'll stay at the treble 20 there. No, he ain't on fire this week like he was last week on the doubles. 32 for Barneveld for 3-0. He should move across really. Oh no, you can see that. It's clear bed now, double 8.
Yes, that's right. The angle that we see camera-wise doesn't always, invariably doesn't reflect the angle that the player's got, as he's looking at tops here to make it 2-1, and he's too low with his last dart. I don't think he'll get another chance, Manley, now.
Well, you fear he won't. He did rush them 2 darts. Probably confident if he gets a shot at a double, he's going to take it. But Barneveld,
Famous last words from John Gwynn as Barney misses that and Manley steps in. 2-1, you could say it should be 3-0, and the important thing is Manley's got that against the throw. So Barneveld, a great chance to go 3-0 up. Now it's very much game on again.
140. Yeah, absolutely. Barneveld missing darts, Taylor missing darts. They've lost their invincibility a little bit. The other players are confident now that they can all beat them, and that's what's brought them back into the pack. It's Manley straight in there again.
100.
Can't understand that, John. 25 this early on in the game, wasted dart in my eyes.
Well, so many players go for it. I know.
42.
Hoping preferably to hit the bull, but sometimes it's used strategically to land on a finish where a single 20 would land you on a bogey or a non-finish.
Well, we see Peter's release there. A lot of movement in his body. Lurches forward as he lets go. But the outcome is still pretty good.
Only 43, but if you can afford to hit a ball score, it's when you're 160 odd ahead. But he's not 160 odd ahead anymore.
No, but he's got 6 darts from 118. He just needs to set it up, don't make any mistakes with this dart.
44.
Outside chance here for Barneveld. If he can put a 140 in there, put the pressure on that 74.
Yeah, well, Manley's hit 77 in 2 visits, and he's put himself under a little bit of pressure accordingly as Barneveld lands himself on. Now then, double 16 can rectify matters. Well, he's probably lost this leg with those 2 poor scores, 43 and 44.
You're absolutely right. If Barneveld takes out this double top for 3-1, which he has done. Exactly right, John. 2 bad visits to the board. You cannot do that on this big stage against these players. And Manley's paid the price for that, and he could have got it back to 2-all.
Yep. In dog racing terms, the middle pace there in that particular race wasn't very, very impressive. You cannot afford to slow down and let the other guy in. Oh, delightful, delightful, delightful to watch. Landing 2 treble 20s, perfectly positioned, and now a real chance for Barneveld to home in here on a 4-1 lead.
Well, there's that 5 again, John.
85.
There's a lot of 5s drifting into Barneveld's game. Last week I counted about 12 5s or treble 5s. His standard,
41.
he's got to look at that. He's got to straighten them up.
Well, there's 130 scored by Barneveld and 92 left.
54.
So he'll go treble 20, I think, Rod, here. Now double 16. 14 darts, lovely stuff from Barneveld. That was real poetry, that leg, I thought. Super.
Yeah, good consistent, especially the shot out, perfect.
60.
Peter Manley now under a bit of pressure. Peter Manley's game, he knows, he admits himself that he can't score like the other players, but give him a chance and he takes it out. Barneveld has given him a couple of chances and he's let him off, and you kind of feel as if Barneveld could easily run away with this game now.
100.
Yeah, Manley's average 82 and Barney's 13 points higher, and that is reflected in the 4-1 scoreline.
92.
It's a good first start for Manley. If it ain't going in, it's perfect lie.
140.
And that's wide. The next 2 darts, Wayne Mardle look alike by the look of it. And he can throw darts like Hawaii 5-0.
95.
Yes, terrific darts there from Manley to land on 24. He hasn't had a maximum yet in this tournament, but that 177 represents a better score than a 180 because it left him on a double, Rod.
Absolutely, double 6 for Manley. Doesn't miss very often, hasn't missed then. Relief on Manley's face as he hit his 3rd dart. We go into the break. Manley's still in the game. Barneveld's 4-2 up.